Okay, so you're all muted. All right, let's get ready. Sit back in your chair. Get nice and comfortable, kind of like this guy over here. Can you see this guy? He's just comfortable. Get yourself all nice and comfortable. See how long he stays there without getting up and barking or asking me to hug him. So find yourself in your seat. Unrock your sit bones so that you're kind of digging in, just feeling the chair. And then lift and spread your toes, lift your feet and spread your toes. Just making a little bit of an adjustment and feeling out your space. And then before we start to close our eyes, I just want you to just look at your body and scan it, be appreciative of it and all that it does for you. Just look at your feet, scan all the way up your body, and then lift your crown of your head up, and then close your eyes and go inside. So appreciative for the outside, and now for the inside of yourself. Your heart beating, your diaphragm moving so that you can breathe. And grateful for your mind, even though it may not be what it once was, but still grateful for our consciousness, the thoughts that we have. The fact that we're human beings and we're not meant to be perfect. We're all flawed, and that's what makes us special. All of our imperfections, all of our little specialties about us. That's what makes us who we are. So we should embrace those things, those uniqueness about ourselves. So I invite you to practice self-acceptance today. And if there's something else that comes to your mind that speaks to you that you need, practice that. Part of self-acceptance means that not every pose is perfect for you, but accepting where you are today and just going with the flow, allowing it to be what it is and to make another choice that works better for you. Now, keeping your eyes closed, take your right hand and place it like across your heart, like you're saying the Pledge of Allegiance, and place it right there on the top near your clavicle, your collarbone, and then gently lift up your head just a little bit more. So stretching the front of your throat, lean slightly to the right. And this just kind of gets into the very front of your throat. A little bit on the left side. And gently release the right hand down. We'll switch out. Take the left hand over to your right collarbone. Lift your head up and slightly to the left. And you're kind of pressing that left hand into your chest because that's going to kind of draw the skin down. So when you lift your head up and over to the left, you should feel it like there's just a slight tug on the front of your throat. Now release. Actually, keep your left hand there and just crisscross. Take your right hand to your left shoulder and you're just kind of hold onto your collarbones. Now lift up, so you're crossing your arms. Lift your head up and press your hands into your chest and lift up and you stretch the very front of your throat. And if you want to add on here, you can take your bottom jaw in front of your top teeth. So slide your teeth, your bottom teeth in front of your top teeth and push forward your jaw. This is really good for TMJ or anybody who's got, you know, that scrunchy face or holds tension in their jaw. You look funny, and we all look funny doing it, but no one cares. So just draw that chin forward. Well, now release your head to neutral. We're going to stick out our tongue like we're at the doctor's office and say, ah. So your tongue is a muscle as well. So we're just going to stick it out and go, ah. Hopefully no one's watching you do this. Inhale, and then exhale your tongue out. Take another inhalation. Exhale and stick your tongue out. One more. Inhale deep and hold it at the top. And then exhale with the tongue out. Now bring a smile to your face, release your hands, and let's roll out our shoulders. Do one shoulder at a time, right shoulder and then left shoulder. So mindfully moving one shoulder at a time, lifting it up, rolling it back. Wonderful. Jane found us. Good. We're glad you made it. Keep rolling those shoulders back. Notice if your body's making a little bit of crunchy sounds. That's totally normal. I think we all kind of wonder if that's supposed to be doing that, but it does. Good. One more big circle with each arm. And then relax the hands down. Shift your weight to your left foot and just gently lift your right knee up. So just keep reaching down through the fingertips and hold that right knee up. Flex your right foot. So when you're flexing your right foot, it's almost like you're standing on something. So if you were standing on something, your foot will be nice and flexed. Reach those hands down so the head comes up, but the hands reach down, but the knee comes up. There you go. And just hold that and breathe. And now we'll lower the right knee. Relax the whole right leg. Adjust your sits. And then press the right foot into the ground, lift your left knee up. We're going to hold this for a moment or two. Flex the left foot as if you're standing on imaginary blocks. Your shoulders are relaxing down your spine. Head is lifting up. So long, straight spine. Exhale, gently lower left leg. Now we're going to add on getting the arms involved here. Lift up your right knee, lift up your left arm. And I'll reach up as high as you can with the left arm. So fingers spread apart in the air. Right hand is reaching down. And then we'll slowly lower both hand and leg. Let's do the other side. Left knee will rise. Flex the left foot. Right hand comes up. Reach tall with the right arm. Lift up that left knee. Beautiful. Take it down. Okay, adding on here. So this is making both sides of your brain work, the right and the left side. So lift the right knee, left arm. Now here we go. We're going to kick out the right foot. Reach up higher with the left arm. Hold it, press through your right heel. Exhale it down. Other side. Left knee comes up, right arm comes up. Push out your left foot, reach up with your right hand, and lower. Okay, adding on another version of it. Right knee comes up, left hand comes up. Kick out your foot. Reach your left hand towards your right toes. And then we're going to spin around and take the right hand behind you. So turning your torso, so think your head lifting up. And press out through your right heel. Spread apart your right toesies. And lower down. Let's do the other side. Left knee, Right arm, kick out your left leg, reach forward with your right hand, left hand goes behind you, lift your head up, twist, and lower. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, arms down. Let's get some breathing going. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale all the way up. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Suck in the belly. Squeeze your thighs in. Come up onto your tippy toes. And now exhale into cactus arms and lean forward as if you're looking in front of you. So that thunderbolt shape. Squeeze the belly in, squeeze the arms back behind you so you feel your shoulder blades activating. Now exhale, take your hands behind you, hold onto the chair, lift your chest and arch your back. Exhale, bring your belly to your legs. Keep a hold of the back of the chair, keep reaching back and look down at your toes. Now release your hands down to the floor and then begin to sway. Take your time. Feel out the spine, the low back. If you feel any sort of major discomfort or sharp shooting pain, that is a sign that you are doing something you shouldn't be. So we're always taking observations of how it feels. Just swaying. See if you can relax the shoulders a little more. Maybe relax your head a little more as you're folding. Not trying to force anything, but again, feeling gravity take over. Gravity is enough to get the stretch. You don't have to force it. Very nice. Take your hands to your knees and lift up halfway. Draw the shoulders back. Big breath in. Exhale, bow it back forward. Belly on your thighs. Drop the crown of your head down. Look under your chair. Now we're going to press our feet as much as we can. Activate the legs by pressing down through the feet. Slowly rise up. Take your time. Come all the way up. Hands to your hips and then out to the side. Thumbs point away. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Lean it over to the left side of your room. Exhale, left arm up, both arms up. Then bow it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Sweep your arms up. Right hand will float down. Left arm's going to reach over to the right. So we're going to do a couple little of these flows. Exhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward folds, come down forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Rise tall, right hand's gonna stay up. Left hand's gonna come down, lean to the left. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Reach up. Right hand down, left arm reaches to the right. Both arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Reach up. Left hand down, right arm reaches to the left. Reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Reach up. Right hand down, left arm over. Reach up with both arms. Reach out and fold. Stay here for a breath. We're going to add on. Lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Lift up halfway again. Look forward. Take your arms out. Press your feet into the ground as if you're an airplane. And then we're just going to slide our belly over our legs, just going from one side to the other side. Long legs. Way in. Now you can take a little dip down to one side, a little dip down. Ooh, yeah, feeling that in the low back. A little dip to the left, a little dip to the right. Feeling those muscles around your low back. This is what happens when we bend over to pick up stuff off the ground. Maybe if you got long enough arms, you might be able to even touch the ground. And we'll slow it down and come land our plane and fold over our legs. Oh, drop the head down. Nice job, guys. Slowly slide your hands up your legs. Roll the shoulders back. Toe heel your feet out. Now we're going to take some monster hikes with our knees. So just kind of working the hips. Lift up that right knee and bring it up and then drop it down. We're just going to like as if we're taking these big monster walks. Warming up the hips. And you can start to lean and get bigger, like that sit bone may even come off. Don't fall out of the chair like I just did. Don't get too crazy. All right, let's just do a couple more. And then we'll pause. Press both feet into the ground, toes pointing out away from you. And then we're going to slide our hands to our knees and come into a flat back. Push your inner thighs out and your outer thighs back into your hips. I know that sounds really weird, but you want to push these muscles out and the muscles in the back of your legs towards your hips. Just lean forward. Try to get a nice inner thigh stretch. Hands on your knees, and we're going to take a shoulder dip. So left shoulder is going to go towards the right. And go back through center. And then left shoulder towards the left. Right shoulder to the left knee. And then vice versa. So just taking a little sway. Dip down on one side, dip down on the other side. You can add in the neck by looking behind you as you go to that side. Just a few more. And this is working your cervical spine if you're moving your neck. All right. Finish that on the left side. Press your feet into the ground. Lift up your chest. Bring your arms up overhead. Big stretch out. Exhale into cactus arms. We're going to press the feet down. You may want to slide them in. Mine are pretty wide. Make sure you're in your seat of your chair so you don't fall out. Right elbow is going to tap towards the right hip and back through center. And then over to your left hip. So this is working your obliques. A little bit of a stretch on the side. Legs still active, not lazy legs. And remember, you're always welcome to do as much as you need. Anytime you're like, no, I'm good, you're welcome to stop and just breathe, take a breath, and come back to it. There's never any judgments in this practice. All right, let's finish out left, right, and then left, and then arms out wide. Palms facing up as if you're holding on to something, and those palms those arms are getting nice and heavy. Now inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, we're gonna bow forward and come all the way down into that nice forward fold. Doesn't matter if your hands touch the ground. If they do, great. If they don't, no worries. Just reach down there. Breathe. All right, take your hands to your shins, slide them up your legs. We'll do some more inner thigh work. Take your right arm, place it, the wrist on the inside of your right knee, and we're gonna turn your left side of your body to the left side of the room. Reach up with that left arm. As you do that, see if you can push out your left thigh so this thigh pushes out and away, and reach behind you. Now we're going to reach over your head. So reach your left arm to the right side. How's your breathing? Check in with it. And now we're going to gently flip to the other side. Left arm comes down to the inside of the left knee. Right arm's going to reach back. Turn your torso open to the right side. Reach behind you. Reach, reach, reach. Make sure that right knee is pointing out away from you so it's still working over there on the right side. And then bring your right arm over your head, over your right ear. Reach into the left side of the room. Nice. Now we're just going to play windmill from side to side. Left arm, right arm. And you can do these nice little, like making little half circles over, whatever feels good. Kind of moving the body. In yoga therapy, they call this shredding the muscles, not like you're just kind of sliding the synovial fluid around the fascia tissue and move like this. Is warming it up. And that's what keeps us nice and limber so we don't get stiff. For those of you with arthritis, you know what I'm talking about. Nice and slow and smooth, intentional movements. One more onto each side. Now arms out. Take your arms behind you, either hold onto the chair or interlace your hands or make namaste hands. If you got some good shoulders, you can bring your palms to it. Try that. Just keeping those knees out wide, shoulders back, head up. And then we're going to lean forward into that flat back. Use your legs, press your knees out. And then if you like to come even more forward, you can stay here. Or you can try to, if you got your hands bound behind your back, you can try to lift your arms up. Maybe they don't come up far. I used to not be able to get my hands off of my back. And now I've been practicing it. Now I get them up a little higher. Gently lift your head. Go, take it nice and slow. Come back to neutral. Now lift, bring your toes in some and come up onto your tippy toes. Bring your knees out and lean forward. Lift that right foot up. Give it a squeeze. You can drop the left foot. push the left heel into the ground. Give a good squeeze of that right knee into your right shoulder. Maybe you want to spin around the right ankle a time or two, make some movement. Lower that down. Lift your left knee up. Give it a squeeze and then maybe move around that left ankle. And lower it. Knees nice and wide, but we're going to straighten them out this time. So feet are firmly planted onto the ground. Sit back just a little bit so you can see. And press your all four corners of your foot into the ground. And we're going to take a side stretch. Right arm goes up. Reach down. See how far you can reach down your left shin. So the only difference here is we're not bending the knees. Now we'll go to the other direction. Back to the left. Over to the right. And to the left. And to the right. We'll finish out here on the left side. And now we're going to come into star pose. Reach both arms out. Lean to the back of your sit bones and see if you can lift your legs. So your back may touch the back of your chair. That's okay. Point those toes. Reach out through your fingertips. This part, your core should be having earthquakes, little shakes maybe. Legs nice and strong, arms reaching out. All these muscles are working. Exhale, bring it all in. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe bring the feet down. Hug, make yourself nice and smooth. Now we're going to work on some standing poses, but before we do that, we're going to work practicing getting up. So lift, lean back, rock and roll, a little forward, a little back. Take this nice and slow. Maybe you could hang in midair as you're rocking and rolling. Feet come up and then your body just kind of hangs there. Balancing on your sit bones. And next time your knees come up, just hold them there and we'll hold this for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the feet down, reach your hands back, and stand up. Now I just cut my head off. Come around to the back of your chair for me. So need to make an adjustment, grab a sip of water, do that. This is, by the way, my favorite mug. It's Wonder Woman. I love this mug. So when I was growing up as a kid, that's what I watched. My brother watched all the Superman, and I watched Wonder Woman. Walk yourself back into your downward facing dog. So you can find any stretch that you want here. So I suggest you just move and adjust. Figure out how your downward facing dog feels to you. Shift your hips back. Straighten out your arms and your torso. Then play around with bending the knees. See what happens when you bend the knees some. See if you can adjust your pelvic bowl so the tailbone pushes up. So what happens there? Do you feel it more in your hamstrings? What happens if you sway and look under each arm and push your hips out? Right. We're going to move into some warrior poses next. So inhale, lift your chest through your arms and step your right foot to the chair. Bend into that right knee, spin your left foot so that the heel stays down, but the left toes point to the left side of the room. So it's like a 45-degree angle. Your hip bones, imagine if they had a headlight on them, you would want your headlights to go straight, not one headlight out to the left and one to the right. You want it straight ahead. And then bend into that right knee. Bring your shoulders back, tuck your belly in so this pelvic bowl doesn't spill all forward. You want it nice and neutral. Hands can stay right here on the chair. There's option 1. Option 2 is to take them out. Or to take them up. Take them back out. Oh, now we're going to bring them behind you and lean your chest towards the top of your chair. So just pushing into that right leg, reaching back through the arms, flying warrior. You feel that in your left calf. Oh, I do. Inhale, reach the arms up, straight spine. Keep the knees and the legs nice and stable. Exhale, arms out wide. Reach down and back, lean forward. We're going to do this one more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms wide. Exhale, arms back and chest forward. Woo! Feeling that. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Step it back, downward facing dog. Adjust, shake out your legs. Whatever you need. Just take a second here to recover from that stretch. All right. So when you are ready, we will do the opposite leg. So lift up your chest through your arms, step your left foot towards the chair. Bend the left knee. Take a quick glance down at where your left knee is. You may think it's somewhere that it's not. You want that left knee kind of over the left ankle, and then take your right toes pointing to the right side of your room. Again, adjust your hips so your hips are forward. This is warrior 1. Bend into left knee again. Adjust shoulders over hips. You can stay here if you're staying here. And take your arms out. Inhale them up. Exhale them back out. And then reach back and lean forward so that your collarbones are coming towards the top of your chair. Inhale, arms up, straight spine. Exhale, arms out wide. And back, lean forward. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, arms wide. And reach back. Inhale up. Ah, very nice. Hands back to the chair. We're going to step it back, downward facing dog. Adjust and breathe, move, and enjoy that sensation. When you come out of these harder poses or the bigger stretch, it's good to just take a moment and feel, oh wow, look what I just did to my body. I made some changes. It makes me feel good. All right. So we just did warrior 1. We're going to take it a little further and come into warrior 3 next. So as you rise up, inhale, step that right foot forward, just like we did for warrior 1. But instead of going into warrior 1, we're going to push off through the left foot and lean forward. So taking the left leg to the sky. Hands can stay on the top of the chair, or you can come down to the seat of the chair. Or you can just balance without using the chair at all. Now notice I can see in the camera here that my left leg is higher than my right hip. I'm going to kind of adjust it and take down my left hip. So it's squared off. So this hip's not way up here. It's kind of down. Ooh, that feels really, makes this right leg work a lot harder. Now we're going to touch back down, warrior 1. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Step it back, downward facing dog. Breathe and adjust. All right, here we go. We're going to do the left side. Inhale, lift up, step your left foot to the chair, bend into that left knee. and we're coming into warrior three. So you're gonna push off, right leg lifts. Take your hands to where you need them to be, or hold them in prayer in front of your chair. And again, you can see how that right leg just wants to go so high. Drop it down some so that your right hip and left hip are flat. You square it off your hips here. Point your toes, the right toes to the ground. Push out through that heel. Nice stretch. Bend into your knee. Left knee touch back down. Warrior one. Find your balance. Hands back to the chair. Downward facing dog. Let's shake it out. All right, here we go. We're going to add on here. Inhale, lift up, step right foot forward, warrior one. Press through the feet, get your feet nice and stable. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the arms out to the side. Lean forward, collarbones over chair. Inhale, arms up. Now straighten the right knee. Now inhale, forearms, this part, to the chair. Push back your hips. Now what I want you to think about is that right hip going back and left hip coming forward. This right toes, you may want to start to scoot them more towards underneath your chair so that you can kind of feel that left hip rotating forward. Whew. Feeling a lovely stretch in both legs now. We call this pyramid pose. Now bend into your right knee. And then straighten it and push that right hip back in and push back your hip. So feel that nice long alignment from heel to hip. And then you can take your hands, make a little pillow on the top of your chair. This is such a lovely stretch. You can stay here, or you can add on the twist, which is just taking the right arm, reaching it up to the sky. Gently bring down your right hand. Now we're going to push off left leg, come back into your warrior three. Drop down the left hip. Ooh, that right leg is on fire. Working it today. Touch down, warrior one. Hands back to the chair and step it back downward facing dog. This is your moment to breathe and to acknowledge your body, so take it. Right. Now that we're ready, we're going to lift up the chest, step the left foot forward, bend into the left knee, right toes point to the right side. Inhale, arms up overhead, warrior one. Exhale, arms out wide, bend a little deeper into your left knee. Exhale, hands go back, chest leans forward. Inhale, reach. Now straighten the left knee to our pyramid pose. Forearms to the chair. Push back that left hip. If you could only see that my left hip is coming back and my right hip is coming forward. It's very subtle, but I can feel the difference. The other thing you always want to keep in mind, when your knees are straight, we don't lock them out, so they're always kind of soft. We don't want to ever tense up those joints because that can strain on your ligaments. Ligaments attached to your bones, muscles too, so that goes muscle, ligaments, and bone. All right, you're welcome to stay here or add on to that twist. My right forearm is going to stay on the chair. I'm going to extend the left arm up and rotate my chest towards the left side of the room. Reach out through your left fingertips. Lower back down. We're going to push, bend into your left knee, push off right leg to your warrior three. Kick out that back leg. Whew. Bend into the left knee, right foot will touch down. Square off your feet and your hips, and then inhale the arms to the sky. Exhale the hands down, back to downward facing dog. Breathe. All right. We're going to take our time, lift our chest up, come into your high plank, heels rise, come onto your tippy toes, push your hips slightly forward. Now lift your head up, roll the shoulders back, and see if you can arch some. If that doesn't feel good, just stay here. So the option is to bring the hips a little more forward and lean back, or here. Now push back, downward facing dog. This time we're going to take a tiptoe to the top of your chair. Inhale, rise up. Come onto those tiptoes and tiptoe very slow and mindfully forward. Bring your knees to touch. Lower your heels and come into your thunderbolt pose. Let's take a second here and get our thunderbolt adjusted. Spread your toes apart. You can hold onto your hips or the chair. And just feel those legs. We've done a lot of leg work today. Sit down. Can you go a little lower? Now can you lean back? See how my knees are over my toes? I'm just going to lean back, bring my knees behind my toes. Woo, feeling it even deeper in my thighs. This is I'm ready, okay? On. When we get to one, we're going to straighten our legs and go into tall mountain. So 3, 2, and 1. Reach up. Release it. Exhale your hands down. Nice job, guys. We're going to come into standing lotus next. Take your right foot, bring it behind you, tuck your toes under. So here's your right hip flexor, your quad muscle. If this is like no on your toes, just tuck them under. But I've got my tops and my toenails on the ground. So if that feels good to you, that's stretching out the top of your ankle here. So hips forward, shoulders back. Right hand's going to stay on the chair. Left arm's going to reach back. So making this arch in your back. Now bend into your left knee and then see if you can find, I can't find it, it's there. See if you can find your right ankle with your left hand. Maybe you can hold your foot, maybe you can't. See if it's back there, just reach for it. This is twisted dancer pose. If you want to get wild and crazy, you can also lean forward over your chair and push your foot into your hand. When you're ready, we'll just shake it out. Now we're going to do the other side. Right leg's going to stay stable. Left foot's going to go behind you. I'm tucking my toes under so my toenails are touching the ground. Stretching out the top of my left foot, left ankle. Okay, here we go. Lean the shoulders back. Left hand stays on the chair. Right arm's going to reach up to the sky. Lean back. Nice and gracefully. Option to stay here or to try to find your left foot with your right hand. It may not be accessible. One side may work, one side may not. Other option is to lean forward and push your foot into your hand and come into a different expression of the pose. One is not better than the other. They're just different. And when you're done, just shake it out. You're welcome to stay with the top of the back of the chair up high or turn your chair around. We're just going to come into a nice, we call dolphin pose, but I'm going to show you some different variations. So this is a way to get into the shoulder blades. So just it's like you're going into down dog, but you're going to come onto your forearms. Again, you can do it up here at the top of your chair if you want. So I'm just going to go a little lower, walk my feet back, and then draw my head behind my elbows. Feel shoulder blades squeezing together. Hamstrings working. Take 3 more deep cleansing breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Now very slowly lean forward. If you're coming onto the ground, you can drop to your knees here. If you're coming back into your chair, lift yourself up and swing around to your seat. I need to take a poll who actually goes on the ground. I know some of you used to. I don't know if everybody's going on the ground these days anymore. So we're back in our chair. We're going to lean back, straighten out the legs in front of you. And we're going to reach our arms behind you. So if you're on the ground, you're just taking a big, long stretch laying on your back. Reach it all behind you. And now bring your arms down and bend your right knee into your chest. Straight that left leg, keep the left leg straight. And now we're going to open out the right knee. So just bringing the right knee to the right side. You can extend your left arm out. All this can be done on your back on the floor if you're on the ground. Now bring it back in. We're just going to cross it over. Take your left hand to your right knee and take your right hand to the side. So I'm not pushing that knee. I'm just kind of holding it. If you were on the ground, you could roll over onto the left hip, but I'm scared if you roll over to the left hip, you'll fall out of your chair. So just stay nice and on both sit bones if you're in your chair. Reach back with the right hand and just hold the right knee with your left hand. So this is your twist. And roll, come back through center. Hug that right knee in one more time. And then extend the right leg long. Let's try the other side. Left knee will rise up in towards your left shoulder. Right leg is extended. Bring your left knee to the left side. And bring it back through center. Take your right hand, hold the left knee. Turn your gaze, your drishti over to the left. Take your twist. You can take the left hand behind you. And now back through center. Squeeze in that left knee. And extend the left leg long. Now hold on to the chair. We're going to come into reverse plank or reverse tabletop. So I don't know if we've done this one lately. So let me get you so you can see. Legs are still long, or you can bend. I'll show you both versions. You decide which one you want. We're going to lift the hips up off the ground. Push the pelvis up. Hold on to the sides of the chair. Squeeze your shoulder blades. If you want to do it out, this is like how it's legs straight. If you're like, no way, just hover your hips just an inch off of the chair. Because what that's doing is building muscles in your arms. You're building strength in the arms. When you're complete, just settle back into your chair. If you were on the ground, it would be like reverse tabletop. All right. Straighten out your legs or sit however way that is comfortable for Shavasana. So here you are. You worked hard. You deserve this moment of rest and of relaxation. So for the next few moments, let your body soften. Clear out your mind. Just be still. The body needs movement. The mind needs stillness. Take a deep breath in together. Take a long, slow exhale out together. Breathe in deeply. Exhale out completely. Begin to make some movements in your body, wiggling or spreading your toes. Moving your hands or your wrist, your neck or your shoulders, or all of the above. And so from here, come back into an easy seated shape. We'll finish out our practice sitting tall, the crown of our head reaching up to the sky, our shoulders soft and our jaw relaxed. Bring your hands to prayer. Thank you so much for practicing with me and with us. May each of you be happy and healthy. May you accept yourself for all that it is. Its imperfections. It is a masterpiece. Namaste.
Namaste.